welcome you guys to my cultural story, and I am Yin Nguyen. So today I will tell you my cultural story. I was born and raised in a small town in the southern of Vietnam, which is where my family is currently living. So Vietnam for me is always a beautiful country where I can find a strong sense of belonging, a sense of self, and also so much love. Growing up as a Vietnamese girl, I have embraced all aspects of the Vietnamese culture, which originated in my extended family where three generations living all together in a house. And different from Australia and other Western countries, most Vietnamese people, including me, extremely value family and clan over individualism. We build a strong connection with our neighbors, and that's what brings up a communal concept within the Vietnamese community. So, generally, I can say that my family, my friends, my neighbors, my relatives are all important to me, are very important to me because somehow they define me, they define who I am, and they can tell my cultural story. That's why I was really struggled when primarily came to Australia when I was 16 because moving to a new country, speaking a new language and trying to adapt to a new life without any help from my family is very challenging at the beginning. And because I was struggling with maintaining my own culture, my own Vietnamese heritage, and at the same time I have to embrace all of aspects of the Australian cultures to fit into the community. And there were some times that I felt like, oh wow, like I look like Aussie. But the other days I found it so hard to fit in the community because of differences between the two cultures. But anyway, after all, I found my own ways of life. I'm still practicing my Vietnamese cultures as much as possible, such as celebrating Tet holiday with my families every year in Vietnam, going to the pagoda to pray in the free time, and also practicing the ancestor worship. And at the same time, I'm still celebrating Christmas and New Year's Eve, which is, I think, one of the Australian features of cultural features. So, and actually, I think my own cultural story and the way that I cope with challenges in maintaining my cultures and fitting into the Australian community can be one of my strengths, because obviously I believe that one day in my classroom I will have children with cultural diversity, and it's when I can use my experiences to help them cope with the challenges that they might face, like me right now, or me before, previous me. So anyway, and I hope that my cultural stories, the way that I cope with challenges, will bring a concept of inclusivity and engagement within my classroom. And yes, and again, because different cultures, different language, so it is also one of my weaknesses as well, because as you've known so far, I came from a non-English speaking background. So even though I've been working and learning so hard to reach this stage, English sometimes can be an obstacle to my teaching effectiveness. However, I will try my best to turn it into one of my strengths and also motivations in the future. So thank you. See you then.